Looks like I'm white. Ooh, another cross opening. We'll play 4-4. He encloses. We'll also enclose. But I think my enclose is normally a little bit better. This is just way too early. If he wants the corner, he can have it. This is normally just the corner is too small at this moment. I can extend or block. But since he has some stones here, if he gets to Atari here and push up, well, I can probably take the corner because of the cutting points. The influence out here seems a little bit better. So I think I'd rather just let him live small in the corner and get a really nice outside. Oof, he does that one. Okay. Don't think there's really anything I can do to punish this. Something, when you see something weird, don't be really quick to try and do something with it, because you'll end up just overplaying yourself and make a bigger mistake. So I have this wall here, so I think I'm gonna approach this way and try to build something over here. The bad part about this one, I think, is now if he plays something over here, it's harder for him to connect under. Like if he played this one, he could maybe play here if he needed to and threaten to connect under. And then he could push out and threaten to cut and maybe still live here. But with this one, it feels like his punishment is that he can't really use this to invade, but he can still invade. And it looks like we're going to find out if he's going to extend here or if he's going to be aggressive and try to pincer. If he pincers, we just play this attach, and then there's the common technique here where you pretty much just surround everything. If he backs off here, I'll probably just jump here to make a base. You can also play low. Tenukiing doesn't seem like a good idea because if he tenukis, I just attach here. And even if he gets a double approach, it should still be okay. Other than that, I think, okay, so he does the hyper aggressive move. Even though I think this ends in gote, but so he can get a base here, but I should be able to switch my direction to this side. So I had influence here, but now I'm going to get it on this side. Okay, this is sort of the way to punish this. So he goes here. But you can see what he took away here. I immediately got back on this side. So now I want to keep developing this side. And you want to use this to attack. So instead of going here and making this side smaller, I'm going to just take and close my corner here, making this even bigger. So of course, he's just going to invade. So I can protect my corner, which is pretty big. I can also play here. And because he played 2 spaces away, it's a lot harder for him to just slide into the corner. So it also give me a base for this group, which it's not terribly weak, but it could become weak. So I think I'm going to make a base for it. This is also putting pressure on this stone. So yeah, he has to do something like this. And I can just block here. If he extends, I go here. If he tries to cut, I could Atari and connect under. So I still get my corner, and he has a weak group now. So this is safe. This is pretty safe. This kind of weak, but not really. It's pretty light because it's high. He's not going to make any points here, but it's not something I can just start attacking. This group I can maybe attack. Like I could peep here, push here, and then jump. Which I'm thinking I might do that because it makes this group a little bit stronger. It should be Sente, and then I can come over here and play something in his corner. And if he wants to trade this, I'd be okay with that. Okay, so I get a little bit of profit here. His kind of turned into a stick. This is interesting. So he's trying to make points here. But even if I were to Tanuki here, and he goes here. I kick to stop him from connecting under. He goes up. He's making like maybe 10 points here, and he's spending all of these moves to do it. So it doesn't seem that good. This corner's still open. So I could go directly into the 3-3. I could approach. I could attach. He attaches and he goes here. I just extend, he connects, and then I just make a base, kind of connecting my groups together. That'd be ideally what I would want. But he could block on this side, and then I go here and take the corner, which I wouldn't mind doing because he has two corners here, and I only had the one. So me getting another corner would be pretty useful. So I think I'll try that one. This is low and this is low, so approaching on the bottom side wouldn't be that big at the moment. Okay. Just that, and then I'm just going to jump 3 spaces. This is not making territory because he can jump here. He has a monkey jump. This is more about just connecting my stones together. And he goes here, which is the last big space to extend to. But here you can see this group is kind of awkward. This corner is solid, but not that big. He has this corner and this corner. I have this corner, which is pretty solid. This one, which is not making that many points. I got this area, which is making some points, but not a huge amount. So territory-wise, I'm probably a little bit behind, or maybe it's close. But he has this weak group, and weaknesses over here. So the key for me is trying to find a way to attack this group and profit. So I'm thinking I'll start with this one, so I can grow this a little bit. And then when I try to take his base away, I can maybe aim at trying to grow this a little bit more too. And because kind of just let this get surrounded, it's very hard for him to get out. So I just Hane here. My corner should be safe. And his stones are pretty far away. I have all these stones here. So my cutting points don't seem that bad. And I can even play here. And if I push through, it lets me cut. But he can push through in here, so it doesn't really work. And I don't want to let him just connect to this stone too easily. So I think I'm going to just make a 2-space extension here, which makes my corner a little bit stronger. Because there's some Aji if he connects here and I go here, he could jump here, and maybe he could do something. Okay, I don't want to make it too easy for him, but I have too many cutting points here. So I think I'm just going to connect, and then when he connects his groups here, he's not really making any points. Like this is just all dame. Okay, so I got a little bit more potential here, but he has stones here. So I can't really attack yet, but I can try to take his base away to make him weaker. So we'll start with that. Okay, he plays Tengen. Interesting. I guess he's trying to reduce this as much as possible. Hmm. So he has some Aji here. Not sure how useful it is for me. Hmm. He has 2 weak groups, so I think we're just going to try and split them. And then I have some cutting points I can aim for. And this one can't really run away and connect too easily. So just try to keep them separated. And when they play this move is almost always good. It breaks their shape. He's supposed to play here to make the table shape. But this one does create some more cutting points for me, but it also creates some cutting points for him. So I can just extend here. Because he has a lot of Aji he has to worry about. So now he's trying to cut this stone off. Which makes sense. So I think I'm going to go ahead and make sure it stays connected because this group is not alive yet and he can't just connect under. Okay, he defends his cutting points. So that's good. I have this cutting point and some Aji over here. I'm going to go ahead and protect that, which is also giving me some potential points here. Okay, I'm thinking I'm going to keep pushing here because again, he can't connect to this stone too easily. And he plays this one. So do I need to worry about moves over here? Not really, because this is open anyway, so I can't expect any points here. So if he goes here or here, I'm just going to make sure I stay connected. And even if he lives on the side here, as long as I get influence and I'm connected, it should be okay. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and capture this stone, especially since he's kind of just abandoning it. He goes here. Well, I'm happy to take this. Not really sure what his plan is here. It's almost like he forgot that I could cut this off, so he's trying to take it back. He does have some Aji here, but I gotta be careful too, because if I go here, he goes here, I Hane. He can Atari, Atari, connect. I can turn, I still should be connected. And he has some weak points. Hmm. Okay, so I turn, everything should be connected. And like I said, I wasn't going to make any points here anyway, but this kind of helps me make at least a few points. Um, Very tempted to try and cut here, because playing here doesn't feel that good. It's kind of small. I'm not sure what else I could play. I think I'm just going to jump here. Try reduce this, make this a little bit stronger. After these, I shouldn't have to worry about this living or dying. If he cuts here, I should be fine. Hmm. He does that one. I don't think if he pushes and goes here, and he tries to cut me, I should be okay. So I think I'm going to play some in-game. So I do have some liberties I need to be careful about. So he just blocks here. He has some Aji over here that I want to try and take advantage of, but I'm not sure if I can. Hmm. So there's this cut here. I want to try and make this cut possible. So I'm going to try and attach here to make it where this cut is easier to do. So this is kind of like an asking move to see what he's willing to let me get away with. Hmm. And we'll do this one. And he just connects. Okay, so now if I go here, and the Atari's this way, here, I'm connected. He goes here, I have a free liberty, so I can cut through and capture. And if he pushes, I can connect. So now this should work. And whatever I lost here with these exchanges, which wasn't that much, is a lot smaller than capturing the stone. So a lot of times if you see a weakness and it doesn't work directly, try to look at weaknesses in different areas and see if you can try and use that to make the weakness over here work. Here I got lucky that it worked and he played very slack here. He, I guess, wasn't paying attention to this cut. So it ended up working out for me. And I think I'm just going to turn here, take profit. I should be pretty far ahead. Yeah, it says I'm winning by about 54. And with this one here, I can play this attach next. Okay, he goes there. It's not small, but it's not very big. And yeah, I think I'll go ahead and do this attach. And for 4Q, I think he played pretty well. His opening wasn't terrible, but he just kind of gave me the entire center here. And if he cuts, I can squeeze and capture the two stones. Okay, but now I can connect here, saving this stone. And I have a follow-up here next if he doesn't defend it. Okay, so he has this push through Atari Aji. So I think I just need to protect my stones here by capturing this one. And then I shouldn't have to worry too much about this one. So I just have the one group to worry about. And he's not really able to just cut here. Okay. So now I have the Aji over here I gotta be careful about. And I'm ahead enough that if I absolutely need to, I could sacrifice some things, but not that big of a deal. Okay, so kind of a liberty fight. So if I extend here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 liberties. If he connects here, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 liberties. But if he goes here, I Atari, connect, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I should have enough liberties to where I can just extend here to reduce him some more and not have to worry about him capturing me. Okay, so now I'm just going to extend here to take his liberties. This is also protecting against this cut here. And jumping here. So if I go here, he throws in here, connect. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 liberties. And he has 1, 2, 3, 4. So I just got to keep an eye on the liberties. Go here. And this should be like the final reduction. And I think I'm just going to play safe and go ahead and start capturing these. This is big, but this is very big. And there's still some Aji here. So if he captures this, again, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 liberties, and he only has 3. So I'm going to go ahead and play over here, let him capture the stone. He plays this one. So again, we can count. If I tenuki and he captures, it's 1, 2, 3 liberties to 1, 2, 3, and I get to play first. So this is pretty big. So I'll tenuki again. And even this group doesn't look like it's 100% alive because I could always play here to get rid of this eye and playing here to get rid of this eye. But for now, I'm just gonna just keep playing in game. Okay, he blocks. This one's pretty big too. And he blocks again. This one's very big. He could probably attach here and get away with it. So gonna go ahead and protect that. He turns here. If he attaches, I just block. So this isn't really getting him any points, and it's not really threatening anything. So I'll push here, because again, this group is not 100% alive. He captures. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 liberties to 1, 2, 3. So I have to respond here. Now it's 2 to 3, so I should still be winning it. And he goes here. Okay, so he's trying to live. And I'll just push here again. Okay, so if I play here later, he doesn't exactly have 2 eyes. But if I play here, he just connects, and then he has Miai. So we'll save that for later. I think I'll play some more in-game. And this one looks big. And he's probably playing that trick where they tenuki, they go place somewhere else, and then they come back to it. thinking that you'll forget about the liberties. Um, so you always have to be careful about that. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and block here. Some Maji here, but it doesn't really matter too much. So he captures. But again, discount the liberties. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That means I can tenuki. Not too many places left that are that big though. We'll just keep playing in game. He blocks and okay, we'll just go here. And here, if he's not careful, if he goes here, I connect. I could Atari and throw in for a ko. But I'm pretty far ahead. Yeah, 55 points. So I don't really need to risk playing a ko. And he comes back and protects anyway. And don't really need to try and kill this. So I'm just going to play this one. Because if he pushes here, he's threatening the Atari. Okay, he just blocks. And okay, we'll go ahead and Atari this one. Okay. So now he's trying to take advantage of some liberty issues here, but I don't think it really will work out for him. Okay, we'll just Atari. And there's this Atari connect. He can go here, threatening this cut, so I have to go here. He can go here, throw in. There's some Aji here, so I'm just going to go ahead and capture this. And connect. Okay, so he's trying to take advantage of some of the weaknesses here, but I think he's just giving me points at this point. Okay, so you can play here, getting rid of my eye here. So if I go here, he goes here, I connect. If he goes here, I attach. He hanes, I go here. So again, if we count liberties, I would have, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And if he extends here, it's 3, and he would have 3. But I play first, so he would have 2, I would have 3. He also has to be careful because I can Atari here and play here. Oop, looks like he didn't see it, but I'll go ahead and connect, give him another chance. Still didn't see it. So I'm pretty sure this works. So then I just go here. And if he does this one, I go here. And this is a snapback. So if I connect here, he wants to go here. Then I connect or capture, he extends, I go here. And then it's 1, 2 liberties to 1, 2, 3 liberties. This one is just a simple ladder. This point feels like he's kind of raging a bit. And okay, he resigned. Okay, well, I think in this game we learned a lot about liberties and how important it is to count them as you play and keep an eye on them so that they don't get you into trouble. But I think that's about it, and I'll see you all later.